Hey YouTube, this is War Daddy with another edition of Patriot Paintball. Now that we got the holidays over with, I've actually got some quality videoing equipment. Figured I'd go ahead and really sink my teeth into the meat and potatoes of what I meant this YouTube channel to be about. Today I'm going to talk about the similarities I make between my militia loadout and my paintball loadout. And what I mean by that is I'm a strong advocate for train as you fight, or train as you would fight. So my militia plate carrier loadout and my paintball plate carrier loadout, I make them as similar as I can. I do the same thing with my marker or my paintball gun and my AR. I get them as close to each other as I can. So as I go out in the paintball field, I develop the muscle memory of changing mags, of reaching for a pouch displace on my plate carrier. I train myself to carrying the weight of the gear, and just everything becomes so much more second nature when you make things that similar. My plate carriers, I make them as even close in weight as I can. I actually have ballistic plates in both my my militia plate carrier and my paintball plate carrier. Yes, I am the crazy individual who actually wears ballistic plates onto the paintball field. So if somebody decides to pack some FMJs onto the paintball field, I'm covered for that too. Here in a second I'll take you over and I'll show you the differences between the two. I have, you know, I mean I'm not perfect with everything. I have an EOTech red dot on my AR, but I really don't have the spare cash to throw one on my paintball gun, and it'd be kind of pointless because you don't need that good of a red dot to play paintball with. But that being said, the concept of using your red dot, you know, drawing your weapon, the cheek well, it's all there. So I will take you over and show you my my plate carriers, my marker, my AR setup. Please excuse the mess. This is my war room. I've always got some kind of project going on in here for working on this gun, that paintball gun, whatever. So if you just excuse the mess, I'll actually show you my setups. First off, this is my paintball plate carrier. It's a Condor. I can't remember the exact model designation of it, but just a pretty simple cut and dry plate carrier. Has side plate containers and side plates in it as well. Like I was saying, you know, on my my militia plate carrier, I've got the mag pouches up here just the same. One of the only real differences I have in as far as, you know, gear is that in paintball I only carry 4 magazines, as opposed to my militia gear I carry about 7. That's just because the magazines are so much larger and bulky in paintball, and, you know, training yourself at a handicap, training to deal with less ammo, and it's got its own benefits to itself. So not to spend too much time on one thing, and down here on the floor, because I don't have another dummy to put it on, you'll see my militia plate carrier. And once again, mags are in the same place. I don't know if I showed you any closer, but I've got my dump pouch over here on the side. As I mentioned, I carry 7 mags total, 6 in the pouches, 1 in the weapon. Camelback on the back of it. Med pouch over here on the left side, just below the left arm. Utility pouch and radio pouch over here to the right side. We'll focus that in really quick. You know, like I said, this it's all mimicked on my my paintball, you know, loadout. That way, as I go out and play paintball, I develop a muscle memory of, you know, knowing where my gear is, carrying everything. Sorry to be repetitive. Moving on over here, you'll see my Tiberius T15 paintball marker. It is capable to shoot the new First Strike round. For those of you who are not familiar with the First Strike, I'll have to dig one up here in a second. But it is a conical shaped paintball. It's been out for the last few years now. It gets a lot better range, a lot better accuracy than just a standard paintball. They're a little more expensive to shoot, but man, they're well worth it. And just below it, you'll see my AR down here. And you'll notice there are differences. You know, there's, like I said, I don't have the money to throw an EOTech on a paintball gun. I've got the magnifier on my AR. Don't really have the ability to put one on the T15. The AR here, it's kind of a Frankenstein AR. It's a mixture between Colt parts and Bushmaster parts, 2 companies I'm quite fond of. But, you know, I make things as similar as I can on these. I know I've got the Magpul STR stock, I believe it is. I'm certain in the comments somebody's going to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but oh well. Really not capable of putting that on my T15. I'd like to, but just not there. You know, the grips are the same. You know, try to make things as similar as I can so the muscle memory stays there. Oh, and one thing I want to point out too, you'll notice there's a carry handle on my T15 and there is not one on my AR. There is a reason for that. The reason being, when you're playing paintball, obviously you have to wear a mask, as you see here that I wear. And the mask, it really hinders your cheek weld. You can get a standard cheek weld, it's just a lot harder. When you add carry handle to serve us as a riser for your red dot, it just makes getting a cheek weld to get a really good sight acquisition a whole lot easier. Okay guys, now I've kind of showed you, the way I've got my paintball and my militia gear loadout set up. That pretty well concludes the main part of this video. I know I kind of rushed through it. If there's any questions, anything anybody else wants to know, maybe something different they want to see, just hit me up in the comment section and I'll answer there, do another video later on. Also really quick, I was talking about the first strike round earlier. I don't know how that's going to work out, but this is what they actually look like. Like I said, they are a conical shaped paintball. Great. I mean, if you get into paintball, they're definitely worth the money of getting a marker and using them. But yeah, back to the meat and potatoes, what this channel's about. There's really great training ability in paintball. If some of the Patriot community and militia community just reach out, get a hold of somebody it's training. It's not all what you see on TV of people burning 500 paintballs in 5 seconds. There's a lot of loading drills, a lot of cover, moving under fire, and muscle memory that can be drawn from it. And that's what I'm trying to demonstrate with this channel. So guys, I hope you really took something from my channel. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, hit me up in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer them. Until next time, this is War Daddy signing off. Keep your irons up.